我今日太多字，同你做份5年級卷，真光5年級卷，都唔係卷嘅 reading 嘅人哋，睇下再諗下人哋啲對手，人哋啲對手有幾勁。好 ，read the article below and answer the questions in complete sentences. Evolution 演變 ，evolution 解演變啊，演變即係佢進化過程啦。The evolution 或者 evolution 啊 of money and modern financial systems。而家嘅金融即係錢啊。我哋嘅財爺係 financial treasury 或者 financial secretary，financial 即係錢有關嘅。Hong Kong 就係一個 financial centre。Modern financial systems，financial 即係關錢嘢啦。佢 money make the world go round。This is especially true， 真嘅 especially true。In modern societies 講咗好多次啦，唔係讀數係讀數。Societies 嗱 where 啦見啊喺入邊啊 ，where a lot of activities involve some forms 係形式 of money changing hands。網sir想當年到大學先讀到錢啊，人哋5年級已經讀到 money， 幾 crazy。It is hard to imagine a world without money, but the complex 解好複雜嘅意思 ，not simple。The complex financial system we take for granted，take for granted 即係覺得理所當然，係 did not also exist。未存在 exist。The modern financial systems have evolved 進化 present perfect SF 加 PP have evolved over thousands of years from primitive forms。 primitive 係原始嘅，你作 notes 得㗎啦。Primitive forms of bartering 係以物易物，即係攞物件去換啊。你留意我好少寫字，我畫圖啊，善用畫圖令到自己你學嘢再 efficient。Bartering 即係以物易物。Used in Asian societies，Asian 即係古代 ，Asian societies to the most advanced 係先進嘅，即係咁咩 咩 PayMe 啊 ，advanced 嘅 electronic banking system 電子嘅網上系統 ，currently 係而家現在 in use。Now let's study some of the key elements 關鍵嘅元素 in the development of our financial systems。咁啊嚟咯，講 development 發展 of 成個 financial systems。Thousands of years ago, people obtain 係取得 obtain the commodities 係解一啲產品啦，產品 for products 即係話一啲 basic products。They require through 留意個 through 啊，我講咗有 R 啦 ，bartering。Exchanging items in their possession 即係佢哋擁有嘅嘢啦，就 for those belonging to others。咁啊，梗係攞自己 possess 嘅嘢去換人哋 possess 嘅嘢啦。However, there are a number of difficulties， 有幾個問題 ，a number of 解大量嘅困難 associated with 有關 with this system，particularly the difficulty of deciding the relative values of items to be traded。做一個 trade 即係做交易啊，即係我俾錢你，你俾貨或者俾 service， 呢啲叫 trade。所以 trade 可以解貿易嘅意思 trade。Depending on 視乎 ，depending on people's needs and the value of an item can be perceived 被視為 could be perceived as higher or lower。While a 乜嘢 may be considered 一個嗰啲錯例嗰啲嘢啦嚇。May be considered highly valuable 有價值 for a farmer and it would be worthless 即係 worth 係值得 worthless 即係冇意義唔值錢嘅 to a fisherman 即係對農夫嚟講係值錢，但係對漁民嚟講係唔值錢。So these different perceptions of values perceptions 一啲觀念睇法 or value 個價值 sometimes make it difficult to achieve an agreement。達成協議，即係大家同意嘅 between buyers and sellers。It wasn't until 5000個 BC，5000 BC 耶穌出世之前嗰5000年 ，when people began to use metal objects as a form of currency， 咁開始演變啦，用金屬做嘅 objects 去作為一個貨幣啊 currency。
我想咩叫 currency 啊？
我咪解咗貨幣咯。港紙、美金、英鎊呢啲咪貨幣咯。 And metal was universally considered. Universally 係全球。University 解大學 ，Universally 即係劃一被視為係覺得值錢嘅嘢。Universal considered valuable. Universally considered valuable, and each value could be fixed at a standard rate. 因為佢哋有一個叫 standard rate。例如我幾錢港紙換到幾錢美金，一個 fix 嘅，當然有少少 variations、fluctuations， 但係都係 fix 嘅，大約固定㗎啦。咁 around 700個 BC 咧 ，Ancient India began to develop coins， 跟住啲人醒目啦，開始研究硬幣啦 ，coins。After a fixed value has been placed on different types of metals, coins were stamped， 跟住抌個印 ，boom，stamp with a value。我抌，譬如我整咗呢嚿鐵，我話佢5蚊，我就寫住 boom 5蚊，呢個10蚊 boom 10蚊 ，stamped with a value according to their size and weight， 根據佢哋嘅 size 同埋重量。The transactions then became much simpler. The introduction of paper money was believed 被動句 B 加 PP 被視為 was believed to originate 嚟自啊，即係佢起源啊，發源於 originate in China in the 7th century AD due to 解因為啦，後邊跟呢個 phrase 嘅 shortage 短缺啦 ，precious metals 珍貴嘅金屬。咁因為上邊講咗啊嘛，佢用金屬咁好珍貴啊嘛，你好難揾。咁之前黃sir講咗啦，即係印一張紫色嘅10蚊紙，其實你用嘅成本係講緊60幾蚊去印一張10蚊嘅嘢。你如果去掘一啲金，其實係牽涉好多成本嘅，同埋會唔夠咯。The shortage of precious metal. At first, the people notes were merely 只係，你唔知用 merely 就用 only 吧。Notes promising that they could be exchanged for a certain amount of precious metal. However, paper money was getting more commonplace, 常見啊 commonplace, as precious metal became less frequently used. The changes on the development of the currency and fixed financial systems, 成個貨幣同埋金融嘅系統 financial systems have been taking place. Taking place 係發生啊。Nowadays 有 S 嘅。時至今日 ，many of our day-to-day financial transactions are made 被動句見到 B 加 PP through using credit cards， 跟住形容緊 credit cards 咁咪攝啲 which 嗰啲 clause 咯 ，which were first issued by a bank in New York in 咩 1746， 咁原來美國人發明㗎噃。And since then the use of credit cards has continued， 見到 has F 加 PP has continued to grow steadily in popularity。In popularity 呢個係一個名詞嚟嘅，流行啊。The rise of the internet has also prompted the development 引起發展 prompt the development of online banking which allows people which 係用緊呢個 development of the online 呢一樣嘢引起容許咗 people to organize 去組織 their finances 佢哋嘅錢 and conduct business globally conduct 係進行 conduct business 即係做生意啦。Globally 全球地 ，without having to leave their homes. And last but not least， 咁考試唔好寫 last but not least 啊，太 old school 啦。Finally， 最後 last but not least 即係 finally。Emergence 係解出現啊。The emergence of store value cards such as such as 我講咗好多次，後邊跟一個名詞啦。Autobus card has also modified 修改 modified the mode of our purchase 購買。A quick tap of the card over the reader allows us to complete the transaction 去完成呢一個交易 complete the transaction so conveniently 方便地。That both sellers and buyers no longer 係不再 have to deal with 解處理 lose change 呢度係解啲散紙啊。即係我買支汽水16蚊，你找4蚊，嗰啲叫 change lose change。Doubtlessly 無可否認 ，money and financial systems will continue to evolve 進化 in various ways and one possibility 其中一個可能性係 the development of a global currency 全球嘅貨幣啊。Which will be transacted 擺到明被動句啦，即係做交易啦 ，internationally ever 啦 ，with no set borders 無邊界。One can perhaps as well perceive 係認為 that one day paper money and coins will merely merely 只係 become exhibits 展覽品 in the museums。啊，黃sir講都講咗15分鐘，不是。好啊，嚟啦，咁我再講多次，真光5年級的卷，so it's crazy。So 你覺得自己好勤力咩？大班人勤力過你。記住簡體動詞完整句子 ，according to the article， 跟住 was 啦 ，why was it difficult to decide the value of an item to be traded in the bartering system？ 見唔到人哋啲完整句子真係淨係抄都有排你抄。Why was the use of metal objects as a form of currency more effective than bartering in trading？ 第一類動詞啦 ，according to the article， 冚埋呢度照抄啦，跟住 were used as a form of currency， 咁 were used 見到被動句。According to the article, how can we? How 黃 sir 講過一定要用 by 啦，跟住 do 啦 ，do make 啦 ，simple present 答啦，跟住 by ing， 所以好懸殊嘅，喺真光好懸殊嘅啲分數，喺勁嘅學校好懸殊，一係唔合格，一係滿分，中間咧冇中間派嘅。咁你唔專心聽人講咧，作改正改到你死。OK。篇文都講完啦喎，咁做呢一 part 我哋唔好擺上網啦，唔好擺上網。